Hello icicles, it's been a while since I've treated you all to a long video, though I'm here to remedy that today. Today, I am going to be reacting to my subscribers' K-pop opinions. Please be respectful and do not get offended by these opinions. They are just opinions, my dude. Anyway, let's get started and react to some of these frankly interesting opinions. So this first opinion is, ITZY's newer songs really aren't bad. Y'all just haters for real. I mean, personally, I like a lot of ITZY's recent music, and this is probably an unpopular take. But I feel as if the quality in ITZY's discography the same as before. It has neither gotten worse or better. Sure, they had a few bad songs, but that's nothing new for ITZY, and they still have had some good music, as OP pointed out. Next opinion is, yes, BTS paved the way, but many K-popers don't admit it. Okay, the whole who paved the way in K-pop is such a stupid debate in my eyes, and I have never taken interest in it. Pave the way is never well defined. Like, what do you mean? And does it even matter that much? Anyway, moving on. nmixx has better creative direction and music than ITZY. I 100% agree. Maybe not in their debut eras, but now nmixx is definitely managed better than ITZY in my opinion. Next opinion is actually more like a question. Does anyone know what happened to Boa? I'm sorry. What? She's fine, she literally just had a comeback. Nothing happened to Boa? She's alive and well, last I heard of. She's still an active K-pop idol. Like, she just had a comeback and she released a full mini with Got the Beat last year. I really don't know where your question was coming from, lol. Anyways, let's take a look at the next opinion. You're a great editor. Well, that's very sweet of you. And you are so right about that opinion, my friend. Thanks. So, the next opinion is, I'm so done with these like calm songs. Well, I'm not.
Anyways, next?
We need more house music in K-pop. Yes, house music is the shit. And house appreciation moment over. Next opinion time. So this opinion is, Blonde Jenny wasn't that bad. I'm sorry. What? People think Blonde Jenny looked bad. Some people out there think Miss Jenny Kim, the Jenny Kim, looked bad and blonde. I'm embarrassed for y'all. Like, are we even looking at the same person? Miss Jenny Kim is always gorgeous. And she slays any and every hair color. Big L to those who ever thought she looked bad. Anyways, next, and buckle in cause this one is a long one. Saying writing pop songs doesn't make you a good writer is just an okay and underbaked take? It's an okay take, but takes away the nuanced world of writing and just presumes everything is as credited? But I see what she was trying to get at, but even at the lowest common level for all writers, credited and not credited, you still have to know how to write with the idea that it may be translated into Korean or English, or both depending on the language you're initially writing, and then have to contend that it may be translated into Japanese and or simplified Mandarin instead if it's a Japanese release or Chinese release. Also, you have to do all that while considering repetition, comeback concept, and rhyme scheme too. While I agree it doesn't make anyone real artist just because they write their own music, I also don't agree that it turns out talentless writers, and that writing is a finely tuned skill, and not every song is gonna turn out like it's just a first draft. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think we underestimate how much work goes into writing songs, even ones as simple as You and Me by Jenny. And trust me on that as someone who has tried writing lyrics and failed spectacularly every time. To me, prose is just so much easier. Like, you have to consider how everything is going to be sung, the intonation and length of the note, etc. But at the same time, I feel like we shouldn't be having this discussion about does writing your own songs makes you a better artist, because at the end of the day, they are all artists and the rest is each and everyone's subjective opinion, and obviously not everyone will agree. But that's just my 2 cents on the matter. And I understand where all parties are coming from in this debate. Now for another opinion. Even if a group has peaked GP recognition and chart-wise, as long as they have a strong fan base and still sell their albums, they are going to be fine. Oh my god, yes. Geez. People need to start realizing this. Moving on, if fans are okay with lip-syncing at concerts, then they should be okay with watching AVCR in the ground while the idols sit and sing live. I mean, yesa, kinda, like lip-syncing on a music show. I'm not gonna fuss, even thought I would prefer they sang live, but at a concert, if it's more than 10% of the time, then give me my money back, you know. Now for an opinion, which I already know I'm gonna agree with. Bad Hobby is undoubtedly Yena's best song to date, and I'm glad you recognize that. The pre-chorus had me ascending. I mean, of course, Bad Hobby supremacy, fellas. Stan Yena or else. Anyways, next opinion. Oop, it's another BTS paved the way opinion. Except opposite the last one. Kinda, but also not. Let's get into it. BTS did not pave the way for K-pop. However, they paved the way for other K-pop artists and groups to market in the West. Okay. Am I the only one this doesn't make any sense to? See, this is what I meant when I said paved the way, undefined. Like, to me, paved the way always meant paved the way to market in the West. Like, what else could it be? Ugh, I hate this debate so much. ISTG if someone else brings this up, I. Okay, let's fucking deal with this. The opinion is, listen. I'm the first person to say BTS paved the way. But I also don't think the paving the way conversation should be narrowed down to one group or one idol, as that is deeply rewriting history and isn't allowing achievements other idols and groups had. That expanded K-pop. Wait a second, do my eyes deceive me? A paved the way opinion I can agree with. Oh my god, the day had finally come. Congratulations, friend, you get a gold star. Next, if a group is lip-syncing during a concert, then they are not a group, but a dance crew. Welp, and here I thought I was done with hearing similar opinions. How naive. Thank goodness this video ain't about unpopular opinions, because these ones definitely seem to be shared by a lot of people. Again, my feelings about this are the same as before. I agree that I would much rather have a group sing live at a concert, because I would feel scammed otherwise. I can see there being a few exceptions, like when idols are out of breath after performing multiple songs. They are only human, after all, but I mostly agree with this sentiment. Would it be appropriate if I said I would be okay with Seulgi stepping on my neck? Oh boy, This is not K-pop confessions, but opinions. You did notice that, right? Some of y'all are wild, and like this is tame too. I have seen much wilder shit in confession video, oh my god. Let's just move on. I can't deal with y'all anymore. And we are only halfway through the video. Pretend I said the most controversial juiciest of juicy opinion on this one. What? That is one wild opinion, my friend. Like, you okay? This opinion, bro. So controversial. It's so controversial the entire world must unite to take you down for having such a scandalous opinion. You better hide now. Let's look for a more tame opinion now. Okay, so this one is quite long. Grab your popcorn, IG. We will never have a generation-defining trio like Red Velvet, Blackpink, and Twice again. Each of their companies has flawlessly thought out each of their main concepts, even if that did mean Blackpink did do more black concepts after D4 became huge, and Twice had a concept shift to mature after Feel Special and Fancy. I still think each group's iconography and discographies are bulletproof. Also, they each put effort into matching the choreos with not only the group's aesthetics and strong points, but also matching the comeback's needs and wants. Take for example Red Velvet, which did choreos that helped and or didn't interact with their vocals, while Blackpink did choreographies that have movements in them that sacrifice their vocal stability because that wasn't their strong suit. Then you have Twice flip-flopping between the two, depending on the comeback. Plus, not to mention, Red Velvet became a defining group for later pop groups to do lore and experimental shifts in visuals, and Blackpink literally flipped Girl Crush on its head, picked it back up, and left its print on the concept. All three groups are most certainly iconic, and you do them justice in your explanation. With how big K-pop has gotten, meaning most if not all concepts are being oversaturated, it is true that we don't have any more iconic trios, but hey, it's not the end of the world. Anyway, this opinion says, K-pop songs produced by Moonshine are some of the best out there. You are spitting straight facts, my friend. Mafia in the Morning needed a dance break. It's a good song, of course, but it's a bit too monotone in my opinion and would benefit from a dance break being there. I agree. This next opinion is about BTS. Hating on BTS is normalized. K-popers attack BTS for no reason and mention them in topics that don't even involve them, but if armies complain, they will be the villains of the story. J-Hope, Jimin, Namjoon, and now Jungkook are their main targets. I agree that even as someone who isn't an army, I can see the members clearly get a lot of hate for no reason. Should they receive criticism for their music and when they did certain wrong things? Yes, of course, but a fully fledged hate train is uncalled for in my opinion. Although when it comes to mentioning BTS and stuff non-related to them, I find ARMY tend to do this a lot more than non-armies. And the backlash is just non-armies upset about them being brought up when it's not about them. This opinion is quite a controversial one. Lol. 4th gen is the best gen. They have better music and more talented idols. Groups? People say it's a bad gen or overrated, but it's not. 3rd gen is overrated, to be honest, even though there are many talented groups. But 4th gen is better anyways. Before I respond, may I suggest you the OG poster that you only wear exclusively bulletproof clothes from now on, because the 3rd gen and 2nd gen skins are coming for you. I promise. Okay, so I agree that I prefer 4th gen. I wouldn't say it is better, as that would be a biased line of thought. But I am a 4th gen stan after all. However, claiming 4th gen is more talented than previous K-pop generations is just a wild take, because it is not true. All gens are talented and strong in different areas, and 4th gen is certainly not the most talented with their weakest vocals. Next opinion, Red Velvet's discography is overrated? Yes, they have some good songs, but half of the time it's just slow. But I just wish they were more diverse in genres than just one. Not aiming towards title tracks. Bro, what? Red Velvet's discography being overrated. Saying their discography lacks diversity. Red Velvet. Seriously, that is a wild take. They actually have an amazing discography, which is quite diverse and innovative. Calling them overrated is crazy, and we are back with another BTS opinion. I see the armies found my form. Lol. I don't understand why many hate BTS for being Americanized when K-pop has always been like that. And many other groups have more music in English than BTS, but no one complains. Trust me, BTS aren't the only ones getting hate for that. Everyone is making a fuss about the taking the K out of K-pop thing, but I agree they shouldn't get hate for it. Talking on the idol's sexuality is ridiculous. The LGBT community say they don't want stereotypes, but the first stereotypical idol they see, they already think they are a part of the community. And also those who think that said idol is straight and all because of homophobia. Both sides are wrong and blaming each other, but neither respects the idol's privacy. I mean, as someone in the LGBT community, I understand why some Queer fans would find comfort in recognizing certain queer stereotypes in idols and labeling them. However, it is wrong to speculate and project any sexuality, queer or straight, on any real person, because that is not our business, but theirs. Especially considering that in this case, the speculating is happening on people from a vastly different culture, meaning certain queer stereotypes don't carry over to that culture. But yeah, just any speculating, whether it is done by straight or queer people, is wrong, and we should just stop caring about celebrities and idols' love lives. BTS's music and members won't be as remembered as their impact is. And we're already starting to see it happen with things such as concepts, solo identities, and group identities. ITZY, particularly early ITZY, has become the face of the love yourself concept, which BTS practically revived for all pop groups. All members keep falling on solo idol brand recognitions lists both nationally in Korea and internationally, while idols from many other groups are still topping those lists, and even label mates are landing at least one member above all the BTS members, or a majority of them, on these lists. Also on full group identities lists, forget about seeing them in the top 10. It just feels sad seeing them slip lower and lower on lists, and also out of the minds of most pop stans. Also, since I know the video is coming out later, this opinion is being written before the lists of February 2024 and March 2024 idols and groups ranked by brand recognitions come out. I mean, in all fairness, I do not think BTS are going to be forgotten ever. I think it's important to remember that they haven't had any proper full groups comebacks in a while because the members are busy serving their country. It's kind of an out of sight, out of mind situation, and it's not criminal for idols who are actually active in the industry right now to be more popular than BTS members. If anything, I think it's kind of nice to have a breather where the members can focus on solo stuff and other groups get to shine without BTS taking all the awards, because they are literal monsters in this industry. Also, the amount of solo stans the group has definitely doesn't help when it comes to the individual project popularity of the members. But that's an in-fandom issue, so I can't really speak on it tbh. Next opinion time. If the Last Dance era wasn't remembered as the era Soojin left, and then Last Dance would have the same reputation as Oh My God, Queen Card, Nude, and Han alone do. Last Dance is genuinely one of their best title tracks, but it just get overshadowed by Soojin being kicked out. Well, personally I disagree, because the MV was kinda boring, and also I find the song to be so incredibly dull, so no. Moving on, New Jeans is a weaker group than IVE. NJ doesn't have a strong vocal, rap or dance line, and they are very overshadowed by other fourth generation groups. When it comes to talent, we literally have ITZY in dance, Les Seraphim in performance, aespa in vocals, I-dle in rap, and nmixx in literally everything. I agree that in terms of talent, New Jeans are not the standouts of the fourth generation, but that doesn't mean their success comes from nowhere. It's especially their musical concept and sound, as well as their charming voices, that have made them into the sensation they are today. And it's not like they are untalented either, so I don't see why anyone should complain about the New Jeans members' talents. We are almost done with these opinions, so let's move on to this next. 1. Red Velvet's Irene is actually really talented, and not a dozen how she's portrayed. She's one of those idols whose skills need to be re-evaluated really soon. She's a great idol dancer, if not a good freestyle one. She's a decent rapper and a great vocalist. Yes, I say she's a good vocalist as well, because after RV's recent album release and the Soil Ring cover on Immortal Songs, it's hard for to say that she's a bad vocalist. I agree with you. Irene is a pretty well-rounded idol who isn't the most talented, but she has definitely improved in her decade in this industry, and she has proven to be very skilled. Her talent and skills are definitely overlooked by many, and she deserves way more credit. And now for this final opinion. After Soojin left, idols' music became overwhelmingly chronically online feeling. I feel like almost all their songs became response songs, or look at us now, look at your criticism, and look at us not caring, with occasionally some deeper messages in the title track. And it's not even in the girl crush or badass concept way. Like, genuinely, I think they're like, let's choose or make a song that's a dig at user Blink once, because they said something about Han being a just okay song. Like, it's just so in head canoning an attack on some random person. And I'm not saying that they can't make a response song or a bragging song. In fact, I think some groups pull it off quite well. Blackpink is one, Pentagon and Bandit all have done it very successfully. Even Twice has done it well, and I don't think it's reached critical mass in their discography yet though. But idols feels oddly personally charged at random people. The music is still good, it's just that the production and meanings of songs just feels more online. I mean, I find this opinion really weird. Yes, they have a lot of bragging songs, but a lot of their more recent music is also either quite deep in its lyrics or a proud feminist anthem, and that doesn't make their music chronically online. I don't know if this is what Op meant, hopefully not, but saying feminist music is chronically online is basically misogynistic. I don't agree with this opinion, and I think it's okay if they aren't the biggest fan of their old songs. People grow and change. That's what we are supposed to do. And final opinion, ships are something sick and problematic. Yes, people mostly do it out of fetish, and they don't care that the idols are real people there. You can say that you only ship in friendship, or that only some people are like that, but this type of comment normalizes this kind of thing. I agree. Shipping real humans is a huge red flag, and there's no discussing that. Part of maturing is realizing that. Anyway, to end off this video, we'll use these brooms someone kindly sent me to sweep away some of the stupidity. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on these opinions and my takes down below. And I'll see you in the next video. And until then, goodbye icicles. Stay safe.